Chico, this is Bo, our new good friend Nick at Facebook, man. We are downtown Austin live, man. This is the coolest party in Austin today, man. We're meeting new friends, but Facebook peeps, man, this is for you. We are out here. This is it. Check it out, man. Austin, Texas, Facebook is here, man. This is going to be way cool. Nick, thanks for inviting us, man.
Of course. It's so nice to meet you guys. And I feel like most people in the group probably know who you are, but they don't know who I am. But I'm Nick. I work at Facebook. But I don't know if maybe you want to introduce yourselves and then also explain exactly what we're doing here.
Right.
Just a little stuff.
Go ahead, Bo. What are we doing here?
I'm still waiting to kind of find out myself. I don't know the exact details, but Nick contacted me a few weeks back, and was told that our name showed up on a list of good groups here in Central Texas, and he invited me and Chico to come down and represent Keep Austin Fishing here at the Facebook ATX office. So. It's pretty cool. I'm Bo Reed. I founded it. This is Chico. He's one of my admins. My other two admins aren't here, but that's Chris Fowler and Eric Porter.
We have a question already.
James Olson wants to know, what are you doing here?
Yeah, come on, James.
I don't know.
You answer.
Well, I feel like you should explain what you think is going on here. So what do you see?
Well,
they can't see what we're looking at.
Okay, so Austin is actually down in Costa Rica. He's a guide down there. He chases rooster fish. And so thank you for tuning in.
It's worldwide, man. This is worldwide.
So I don't know. I think Keep Austin Fishing is being recognized for the amount of work that we put in to actually create a good community, to organize the community and build something that the entire community can not only be proud of, but use on a daily basis. And that being whether you're a 5-year-old or a 75-year-old, it's good and it's viewable for everybody. It's always family friendly.
You know what's cool is that the questions we're being asked here is about what are we doing, how did we do this, how are we building the community, and the real answer comes down to it's all those people that are out there that are wanting to be out here to do this, that are turning in those fixed pictures every day, every night, all day, all night, all the people that want to be in, and the lifestyle that they maintain. We love you guys, man, and this is what it builds. Facebook comes to us and says, we want to help, we want to be a part of it. So, I think that we're just exploring the upper crust of what is about to happen here in Austin, Texas. It's really cool to have Facebook here, but we are so humbled to be invited. We're really humbled to be invited.
I'm humbled to be in your presence.
No.
Because I was not accepted into Keep Austin Fishing. I'm just kidding. I can try.
But now that we know you, we might say yes.
I can try now.
It's tough to keep in getting. It's tough to get in to Keep Austin Fishing.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Because we review every single profile. We go back. We don't look at what you've done in just the last week on your own profile. We look back. We look at your friends. We make an honest decision that we all stand by, regardless of who makes it, of whether you're going to be good for the Keep Austin Fishing community or not. If it looks like you're just coming in there to be a troll, if it looks like you're coming in and you've got nothing of value to bring to it, well, I don't care if we don't care if they're there or not. Because they may as well not be there if they're not going to contribute to the greater good.
Right.
We've got a lot of guides all over Texas. We got a lot of guides down in Florida, all over the U.S. that follow Keep Austin Fishing, and the tourist area here. The tourists, just everybody here travels everywhere, and a lot of hunting and fishing guys down here and gals down here. They travel all over to go fish, and so that really acts as a tool for these folks to build up all these fishing trips, to make these connections with these guides, to really cut the learning curve.
I got to add something here too, is that we've had other help. We don't do it alone. It is, we're involved in other things like iHeartMedia and the radio shows and the radio interviews. They really help. So passing all that around and making the whole thing work and letting it feed on each other, I think it's made this thing kind of be a national, international.
We're mentioned on the radio 4 or 5 times every single Saturday and Sunday of the year.
And does everyone know that? Do you want to talk about
Well, it's
how they can
well,
tune in?
yeah, man. All these guys should know. You know, AM 1200 or AM 1300, The Zone with Ken Milam. We push it pretty hard.
And 1200 out of San Antonio. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
syndicated, and but
Just everyone knows,
they
though.
allow
We
us
need to
to
know.
share this Facebook thing too, and it builds the community. It helps us find those people. So
Yeah, exactly. You know, it works out for them. They take care of us. We've become really good friends. We've collaborated on a lot of different projects now at that point. So, I mean, you know, Ken Milam's radio show is awesome because he's got all of the best guides, all of the best tournament anglers. He's got all of the
Bill Dance, Jimmy Houston.
He's got them all on
big
there.
guys, the big guys.
And so when guys like me and Chico every Saturday and Sunday of the year are driving at 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to a tournament all over Texas, we flip on Ken Milam and we listen to all the tournament reports. We listen to all these guides and what they're saying about all these lakes so that it can help us get tuned in to perform better in our tournaments.
So the culture is like a big ball of bait running around in a
collaborative.
circle.
It's become a big tribe.
Feeding on- it's a tribe.
Tribe
It's
is a great
tribal.
word.
It
I
is
guess,
tribal.
Actually, I maybe think of a question. I don't know if there are any questions coming in, but how do you guys know each other?
Well, that's a good one. Actually, we both came at the kayak fishing from different angles, and
Okay.
it's a long story how we got there. But about 3 or 4 years ago, we were a little bit of adversaries and
Really?
engaged each other on the internet, and we dared to keep engaging.
Okay.
And instead of running from each other and calling each other jerks, we decided it was time to meet up for coffee.
We
And
just happened to be two alpha
worked.
males.
It worked.
It worked.
We ended up being two alpha males that actually got along really well and you know, made each other better in almost everything. that
But
we
really,
do.
he's the son I really never had. That's what my daughter says, that he's the son I never had.
Well, I don't look at it like that.
No, he's not.
Because I think
We're
he's
You guys don't think the same age.
he's an awesome friend, and I appreciate him as a friend, and he's one of the best friends you could ever have. And so we've gotten really, really, really close because we've done so much work professionally in this industry now at this point. We've been collaborating on projects and businesses and things like that for like, what, 3 years
3 or
now?
4 years. You know, that really has got to the point where we could speak for each other, and he knows if I've said something or I haven't said something, and vice versa. We know what each other's thinking on this,
think this is
and we
great.
think the same. We do.
Because I didn't really know how you guys knew each other before, and I don't know if members of your group know how you guys know each other either. But it's like really cool to hear stories like that. I mean, because it seems like the group is a metaphor for this as well. It's like people who are in the same industry potentially are rivals competitively,
Right.
but actually have a lot of similarities they might not know until you sit down to coffee or share a group or a post or whatever it is or go live. And so it's kind of cool that your
Well,
friendship
one thing you need to know is
kind of
that what we try to get away from it all is that ego and that clicky thing that goes on.
It sounds like the group
We really try to
eliminates
keep
that.
it open,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell you, it does create animosities when you do that, and you have to make people see what you're trying to do rather than what their ego wants to be projected. And it's hard. That's a hard one to face between pros and amateurs, and guys that have been doing it a long time, and people that are new. I mean, we have to make it work.
The good thing about Keep Austin Fishing is that it withstood the first 5 or 6 years of its existence. You know, Texas is its own animal. It's unlike any other state in the U.S. The fishing industry here is really, really strict. They're hard on professions that are trying to build themselves and establish themselves down here in Texas. It's just a part of that whole Texas pride thing. You know, they're very selective who they let in. A lot of people don't ever get in. So just the fact that Keep Austin Fishing kind of made a lot of this communication move from these old school internet forums to Keep Austin Fishing. And so while Keep Austin Fishing was growing, you also saw some of these smaller forums starting to shrink. And so the fact that it's been around now for, you know, going on 7 years, it's here to be around for a while. So
We're not going
it.
and we're not going
It
anywhere.
sounds like we have a question.
Yeah, there's a question.
Chris Fowler says, how did KAF get noticed by Facebook? This is awesome.
You know, that's a really good question for Nick, and Chris is one of our
No,
admins.
you should answer the question. 'cause-
Yeah, thank Chris.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what? Chris Fowler is
Right.
one of our moderators.
yeah, he's a mod.
He's an admin on there, and You know what? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to tell you that I'll get with you tonight after this is over with. Dude.
We're still trying to figure it out, but they're here.
It's true, we are here. We're
Yeah,
awesome.
they're here.
But it's so nice to meet you guys. I think this is like one of the maybe first lives in a group that Keep Awesome Fishing has done.
It's really cool.
So it's so nice to thank you guys for
Thanks,
coming.
Nick.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we look forward to it. I mean, we're
Let's go fishing.
we're
Nick.
proud.
I know, actually, I'd love you to
Come
go
on,
fishing.
let's go.
We're proud, you know, we're proud Facebook groups users. We use it to its max capacity, and if any of you guys want to go paddling, anything like that, if you got a group of women that would be comfortable going with a female guide,
The roller girls are coming.
we've got all kinds of female guides, we've got male guides, we've got fly fishing guides, we've got resources everywhere. So if you guys want to go have fun, you guys know who to call.
We gotta
Open
come back to
invitation.
Austin. We'll come back to Austin. Thank you guys so much. We can sign off. Oh wait, no, a question. Okay.
George Saber wants to know, are you taking the Facebook guy fishing?
Yeah, we're gonna take them fishing. Heck yeah.
I mean, yes.
That's Yakman Pro. You can find him on YouTube.
You guys are gonna take them fishing. Come on.
He just had a video released that a bunch of media outlets or something licensed from him. He was out in a kayak and he was out in the middle of the ocean, caught a shark, boated the shark, and it fell off the hook right in his kayak between his legs. And so this thing is like
That's George.
flopping around, tearing everything up.
Yeah.
And this guy's doing everything he can to not get split in half by this shark in a small kayak.
We gotta put your video up again, George. Come
Yeah,
on.
share it to Keep Austin Fishing.
Yeah.
They're
Share it
showing
again.
it. They're
Share it
showing
again.
Keep Austin Fishing
Tonight.
on the monitors, dude.
Awesome.
Thanks,
All right.
Nick.
Well, thanks, guys. Bye.
Later, guys.